Hey guys, it's Tony. Good morning. So I did want to I did want to talk a little bit about the S&P 500, especially with the stimulus bill getting passed, sent over to the House, and being signed by Joe Biden. I do think that's gonna happen. I do think the bill's gonna get passed. There's no way it's gonna reject it. There's like a 99% chance that it's gonna get passed because if it doesn't get passed, 100%, I think we're going down to 365 or 360, whatever I said on the S&P 500. And I do think that I'm not gonna say that we're gonna crash, but I do think there's a very 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 big chance that we do see a huge drawdown if something happens with the stimulus bill and it doesn't actually get a pass, right? That can be potentially what can be considered a black swan event because the 99% of people think it's going to get passed, and the what is it called, the market crashes, right? Nobody knows how much, nobody knows for how long, but it will. That's what I think. The second part of this is the stimulus bill getting passed. This is more of like a macroeconomic explanation, right? Which I'm not. That's not. I don't know too much about it, but it seems like common sense, right? So, if the stimulus bill gets passed and everything is already opened up, the U.S. is 100% reopened, then I do think that the market is going to keep correcting itself, not necessarily as fast as somebody might think a market crashes, but you have to think about it in a common sense way of if everybody's in quarantine, all that money is going to stay online and it's going to go to the market, right? It's going to go to the stock market. But if everything opens back up and the US is opened, and there's nothing going on, so that means that people can start traveling, people can start eating out freely, people can go to bars, people can go to clubs, people can go get their groceries without worrying about anything, right? All the money that you guys see right now in online shopping or in using people using Instacart to like buy their groceries, or people not going to Disneyland or Disney World, or people not traveling, people not going to flights, people not going to Cancun, all that money is now going to be spent outside because guess what, the economy is now reopened, and all that online shopping is definitely gonna, I don't want to say necessarily hurt, but it's definitely gonna see a big fall. 100%. I used to work in e-commerce a lot, and recently the surge in e-commerce has been absolutely insane. I do think that the biggest pains that are going to be if the stimulus bill gets passed but it's too late, the market crashes, right? Or at least there's going to be a huge correction, we're going to keep going down. But if the stimulus bill passes within the next couple of like weeks before everything opens up, before the US fully opens up, I do think that the market's going to keep rallying, right? But there really only is only two scenarios to the stimulus bill, or really three scenarios, right? Scenario one, the stimulus bill, for whatever reason, goes to the House, goes to Joe Biden, and it doesn't get passed, which is a black swan. And I think it will create some sort of huge market correction. I think this is the possibility of having the biggest market correction. And I do see us going all the way back, maybe to 350, possibly to like 300, 330, if something like this happens. If the House doesn't pass it, Joe Biden doesn't pass it, I definitely think we're going to keep going down. Scenario number two, the stimulus bill actually gets passed, and we all receive it, or the people that are going to receive it before the U.S. officially opens back up. I do think all that money is going to stay online and it's going to go to the market or to the stock market. Scenario number three is that the stimulus bill gets passed, but it doesn't get sent out until after the U.S. officially opens, which in turn will hurt the stock market because guess what? People are no longer kind of limited to spend their money online, and now they're going to be spending it by traveling, by eating out, by going shopping, by doing other things, right? Because the US economy is fully open. So those are the three scenarios. There's no other scenario that can happen apart from that. This is basically what's going to happen, right? Those are the three things, that the three scenarios that I think are possibly the key factors that are actually going to be with this stimulus bill passing, not passing, or passing within a certain time frame. So that's basically my thoughts on that. I'll see you guys later. This was more about like more of a kind of a like an in-depth look at macroeconomics and how certain things can actually play out in certain ways. But I'll see you guys later. Just a quick thought on the S&P 500 and the stimmy getting passed, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good weekend.